talk to Shakira in Spanish that you want to collaborate with her.
Shakira, mamacita, la reina. Shakira, mira, sabes que nosotros somos de la misma ciudad. Para mí sería un placer poder colaborar contigo en el futuro. Y aquí estamos, llámame o yo te llamo, déjame tu número y nos comunicamos. Y tengo algo bien chévere que yo sé que te va a gustar. Así que, Shaki, no te olvides, estamos activos.
Here it is, the Baco Tunes podcast with Matt Munoz. Audio brought to you by Chain Cone Clark.
Oh, man. I'm so excited because I actually get a very, very special guest in studio. I have El Más Duro, reggaeton superstar himself, Leeroy Villa, is in la casa. What's up, bro?
Hey, how you doing? Thank you, bro. Feels great to be here.
Yeah, hey, thank you so much for making it into the station. You know, when I saw Leeroy walk in, I was like, man, it was just like the first time I spoke to him because his first visit to Bakersfield probably was his first time. It was actually over the phone. And, man, it sounded like he was a million miles away. But he says, man, I'm coming into Bakersfield. He was all hyped up. I love the enthusiasm. And we were able to play his new single at the time. It was called Que Guay. And it was a hit. I mean, first time I listened to it, and I'm very picky about these things because, you know, when it comes to music, and I'm going to put my cosign if it's going to be on the show, if it's going to be on the station, I have to give it a little listen. And it was referred to me by another close associate that I've known for a while who was associated with Leeroy. And I knew it was going to be good. And yes, it was. And yes, it was. And so the enthusiasm of this young artist, Leeroy Villa, reggaeton music, you know how big it is all around the globe. It's not just a little phenomenon, a temporary thing. It's permanent, here to stay. But enough talk. I want to talk to Leeroy, bro. How are you doing again?
Bro, I'm great. I'm happy to be here. So happy and blessed for what happened in my career right now. I think it's a combination of things. So, you know, I got the best management team ever, and I'm just happy, bro, to be living this moment. And thank you for the invitation.
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. Okay, so I want you to relax because we're gonna kind of go a little bit into your history and everything like that. So be prepared to open up about and get as candid as you can be.
There is something that you need to know about me. I was born ready.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'm telling you, man, when he jumps on the mic, because I've seen the videos, bro. I already know what you can do.
I know.
It's no secret.
So you already know.
Yeah, but I want my people to know. All right, but first of all, okay, so we are right at the beginning of spring break, and you're in Bakersfield. Now, you're a long way from Miami Beach during spring break, bro.
Yes, bro.
Yeah,
I miss Miami. I miss spring break.
Does Bakersfield remind you of Miami?
It's different. But I love it. You know, it's calm. It's peaceful. Sometimes we need that peace, to focus and concentrate ourselves and keep moving forward.
Yeah, absolutely. Let's talk about. Okay, so you're over here. You've been spending some time in California. You're actually from Miami, but you're even from I want to find out where a little bit of the origins of Leeroy Villa. Where are you originally from?
Well, I was born in Barranquilla, Colombia. That's the coast of Colombia. It's the north part of the country. Mm-hmm. I'm from. I don't know if you know, but I'm from the same city where Shakira was born.
Oh yeah.
Barranquilla, you heard that song? Did you hear that song En Barranquilla me quedo?
Yeah. I love Shakira, man. I go way back. I remember when she was a brunette.
Oh yeah.
And ¿Dónde están los ladrones? Yeah, I loved all that. Pies descalzos. Oh man, that's a great. I mean,
that's the best album ever.
Yeah. All right, so you guys are your fellow country people, from Colombia. What was life like growing up over there?
Oh, Colombia is great. Honestly, to be honest with you, bro, I was born in Colombia, but I never got the chance to experience how it is to live in Colombia. When I was 7 years old, my family and we moved to Venezuela. I was living for a couple of years in Valencia. It's one of the Venezuela cities over there. It was I can say that I grew up there a little bit. When I was about 14 years old, I went back to Colombia, but it was for a few months. And then I came to the U.S. when I was around 15 years old, 15, 16. Since then, I've been here for 11 years now. And I've been more here than in Colombia, honestly.
Yeah.
But all my family is Colombian, and I know the culture. I love the people. I went to Colombia for the first time last year to visit my family. It's been here like many years without seeing my grandfather, my grandmother, and I went to visit. And then I came back to Colombia. I just came back from Colombia actually a couple of days ago.
Yeah.
So it's nice to be coming back home, and it's it's another feeling. So many emotions, and just happy that I had the chance to go whenever I want now.
Yeah, I mean, the fact that you get to stay in contact with your family and you still get to go back. I know Venezuela is real rough right now. I mean, there's a lot of stuff going on in Venezuela.
Yeah.
But at least you get to go to Colombia, man. It's so beautiful, right?
Colombia is great, bro. You have to go.
I know.
I think we're coming back to Colombia in a couple of months. You're invited. I got you. When you go there, I got you.
All right. I'm looking at his team. You heard it right here.
Get
It's right here on Real Talk. I'd love to go over there, man. But wow, I'm sure you have like a story that could be told in another complete episode, because people's life stories, you go through those ups and downs, and
yes, of course.
But you got to have that family support that keeps you so grounded.
Oh yeah, my family love me. They support everything I do. They are like very proud of me. They're proud of my team. They already know. They know Cesar. They know Jill. They don't know everyone in my team, because we here in California. My family's thank God my family right now is in Miami. But I know one day we're gonna be all together. We're gonna be spending time. And something that that made me suck sometimes is like my family, that they haven't been in my shows yet.
Oh.
Only my mom and my brothers. But for example, my aunt, my parents, they haven't been in my shows. So that's something that I dream of every day. Like one day I'm gonna do like a big concert where I'm gonna be able to bring my family here to California, or maybe Colombia or anywhere else, because right now I'm like doing multiple shows every week, but not in Miami anymore, because right now I'm in California, right? And they like, oh, Leeroy, I wish I can be there with you. And then sometimes that made me like, oh my God, yeah, one day.
Yeah.
So I'm just waiting to be to come back to Miami and make a couple of shows over there.
It'll happen. I mean, your career's taken off. I mean, I think it's one thing that's really good is when I see young artists like yourself do the slow burn.
Right.
So it just doesn't happen all of a sudden, because on social networking, some people's careers can just take off instantly, and then you don't even get a chance to. I mean, you work, but you don't really learn along the way. You only know like the first struggles to success.
Right.
But what makes you stick around is the work that goes along with it. Right. So it's a slow burn. You get to the top, then the family is going to recognize it, and you're going to get the respect, and you're going to feel like I deserve the respect for all the work I put into it. And you're doing it right now, man.
Well,
you're doing it. Yeah. Okay.
I'm trying.
No, hey, trust me. I see it, bro. Now I want to go back to just a little bit of the origins. So Venezuela to Colombia to Miami. You're surrounded by three different cultures here.
Yeah.
American, Venezuelan, Colombia, and then, whatever you're absorbing at the same time as a young person, very impressionable age, from preteen to teenagers. Those are those years where whatever you're absorbing at the time is who you're going to be.
Right,
okay.
That's right.
So when it comes to music, what were you growing up listening to? Because you were, trying to figure out your decades here.
I come from a really artistic family. All my family from my mom's side, they are like singer, songwriter, dancer, actor. My mom is a model, so it was already like in my blood, But to be honest with you, my dream was always to be a professional soccer player. And
really?
That's the reason we moved to Venezuela, because I was playing for the national team over there. And then when I moved back to Colombia for maybe almost a year, and I was playing for the Junior de Barranquilla, which is the professional soccer team from my city. And when I moved here, I was about 15 years old. And everything here was different, because to be able to play soccer here, I didn't know that you need to be picked up by any college. But to play for college, I needed to have the green card. Otherwise, I had to pay the school and everything on front, and I didn't have the fundings to cover my career, which was about $100,000. and I didn't got the green card, and so I kind of give up about being a soccer player. But the same year, that's how God works. The same year, he showed me like, hey, bro, you know what? Don't give up because you also good on making music. So one day I was in my friend's party. She was turning like 15 years old. In our country, we do the quinceañeros, right?
Yeah.
They do Sweet 16 here. Yeah, kind of different, but same thing. So I was, for fun, I just grabbed the mic. The DJ gave me the mic, but I didn't know in that party was like a very famous producer that is also a producer for Maluma. And he told me, bro, you're so talented. You should come to my studio. Let's make some music. You got it. I'll help you out. And that's how I become a singer in that song. So I remember that I went to the studio for the first time. I was already 16.
Well, were you before this? Sorry to interrupt you, but so when you grabbed the mic that day, like, were you, were you just doing this at home? Like you just kind of like singing around on the soccer field and stuff, rapping.
Yeah. I was before every show. I always show up with my B speaker because the first thing I do in the morning, you can ask Gil because I'm living with Gil right now, and the first thing I do.
We'll get to Gil.
Yeah. The first thing I do every morning or every time I have a chance or opportunity, I grab the speaker and play some music. We'll go in the car listening to some music. If maybe they're on a conversation or now on the phone, I put my AirPods on. I'm listening to music all the time. So for me, music has been part of my life. Like,
so you you weren't like in a band or nothing like that.
No,
you were just doing
no.
it. So I think because you kind of had the style, you kind of have a style and a swag. People just automatically, you walk in the room, but man, I bet you he's a singer.
Yeah.
Is that what happens? Hey, here's the mic. You're like, what's this? All right.
Sometimes I go to the mall. Sometimes we're walking around the streets and people don't even know me, but they assume that I'm a singer or something. Hey, Leeroy, let me get a picture. Okay. So it happened to me.
Yeah.
We were in Colombia. I was with Luis and Mike, another person from my team. And we were buying, getting some clothes for that day. I had a show in Barranquilla. And we were at the store. I got these people from the store like, hey, you're a singer, right? You mind taking a picture with us? And the whole crew from the store taking pictures with me, and the other store saw it. So when I walk out, the other store want a picture with me.
Nice.
They didn't even know me.
Yeah.
They just assumed that I'm like a singer. I think that's.
You got to have that stamp to say, I knew him when. I knew him back then.
Right.
Then you come back, Okay, so let's bring it back to what you were talking about. The first, you kind of get discovered at this party, and then they put you in the studio. So how was that experience?
I was just having fun, just like I usually do. Like before every soccer game, I was in the camera, playing like, hey, singing, rapping, because I always like to freestyle. And I was just doing natural. I wasn't expecting like to anyone to see, hey, you're a singer. Let's come here, go to my studio, let's record. But it happened that way. So I'm glad it happened that way because if that didn't happen, I wouldn't be here with you talking to you right now.
Yeah, you jumped at the opportunity.
Right.
No nervous. Like,
I went to the studio
Yeah.
that night, and the next day, and then I wrote the song because I always had that ability to write, to compose music. And that party was a Friday. On Monday, I released the song that the next day because he gave me the reference. But I just want to do it for fun.
Yeah.
And then when the guy gave me the track, I posted it in the same night. That was like a Sunday. Next day I went to school, and everyone at school, they were listening to my music in the cafeteria. It was 7 a.m. They play it out like in the speakers because people already knew me because I used to play for the soccer team.
Yeah.
So people in school there, I was kind of like popular because when I was playing soccer, but I was one of the best soccer players. I used to play for the professional soccer team in Colombia. So for me to play soccer here, it was like way too easy. So I was kind of popular when I was in high school. So everyone in high school knew me. So when I dropped the song, the next morning, and it was Monday, 7:20 something, and they were listening my music in the speakers, like in the whole school. So everyone was like posted and they tagged me. So I started gaining followers. Like in 2 weeks, I already had like 10,000 followers. I went from 600 followers to 10,000 in less than 2 weeks. So and then the same day I said like, I kind of like to be a singer. Like,
Yeah.
this is my thing.
Yeah.
Forget soccer, you know. So that's how I became a singer.
That's wild. That's great. You know, it's fate. God
Yeah.
put you in in the place you're supposed to be.
All right.
Now, do you still play soccer? You still have?
I play soccer now. Now it's like the opposite way. Like
Mm-hmm.
now I play soccer for fun, and I do the music like it's
So
my
what if
career.
what if a scout says, "Oh, hey, I saw you playing soccer. Come back to the pros." Would you do it?
Oh, I do it. I love soccer, bro.
Yeah.
Like I'm always looking at what Messi does, Cristiano
Mm-hmm.
Ronaldo, Neymar. Like I'm always trying to, be like in some way. I said like, when I saw them play, I would like to be there.
Yeah. No, that's
Yeah,
great,
yeah.
man. I mean, you know, it's just like football soccer is. I mean, it's the most popular sport in the entire world.
Right.
And same thing with reggaeton. By the time when reggaeton music arrived stateside, it just took off like wildfire. I mean, all the songs that we know. You know Gasolina. If you go back to like the first songs that you heard, reggaeton, Gasolina,
Oh.
and then it just goes on and on and on. And now there's reggaeton is as popular as hip hop. It's crossed over into pop music. And so, you know, why do you think reggaeton is so popular still to these days?
Because I think it's the only genre like you can actually dance,
Mm-hmm.
you know. But I mean, not dance. You can dance anything on it, honestly. But when you go to nightclubs, I think this rhythm is very easy to dance compared to salsa. It's difficult. I don't know how to dance salsa.
Yeah, right. You know, it's like I always tell people, they would say, I want to dance salsa. So you put on salsa, there's nobody out there, but you put a cumbia on, everybody can dance a cumbia.
Exactly, it's easy.
Everybody can dance reggaeton.
Like, 2 steps to the left, 2
Yeah.
steps to the right, so easy. Salsa, you have to be like almost a professional to dance salsa. It's difficult, you know.
It is.
But I think reggaeton is like the easy rhythm that make you move. Like sometimes you don't even have to dance or something. And I think it goes like with the lyrics too. Sometimes in lyrics is very easy to catch. For example, my music, I try always when I'm writing music, I try to do something catchy, something that stick on people's mind. You know?
Yeah,
like
the chorus.
the
The coro is what everybody's going to remember, and it becomes part of the title, right?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Sometimes, yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
sometimes,
most of
yeah.
the time. I got a song that doesn't have to. The title doesn't have to do anything with the song.
Oh.
But that's what people like sometimes.
Yeah.
But
Sometimes they they make up their own title, which is just a lyric from the song, right?
Exactly.
It's like, no, but the title's this. No, but I remember it by this.
Exactly. Sometimes I don't even know the name. I just type the lyric.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah. Oh, wow. Okay, so when was your first official single release? What year was that?
Oh man, still was in high school. I think it was 2015.
Mhm.
That was my last year of high school.
Yeah.
2015.
And so that
it's-
took off, that started to catch on quick, or was it kind of like, you know?
It was kind of easy because I was still in high school and I was popular. So
Yeah.
everyone, like, I used to play because I was still in the soccer team. So when I was playing with other schools, they already knew me. Hey, you Leeroy, the singer. Hey, let's take a picture. And like, you know, everyone like,
Yeah.
started, like spreading the word. And everyone like started knowing me. So that's what I can say that everyone in Miami, at least my generation, knows me, you know.
Yeah.
Because I used to play soccer and I was singer at the same time.
No, that's so great. That's so great. So your family, like, this is all happening. Did your family just kind of, did they support the direction that you wanted to go, or did they say, you know what, we really like you to be a doctor or something like that? What direction did your family prefer you
My
to
family, they always support me when I was playing soccer. When I was gonna be a professional soccer player. If that's what you want, be the best.
go? Yeah.
If you wanna be a doctor, be the best. Now that I'm a singer, they always support me all the time and like, be the best singer, be the best person. You know what? Be humble. They always trying to remember me like, hey, be humble. You know, but they always support me. I'm blessed because people around me, they always support me on anything I want to do.
Before we go into the second part of the interview, I want to play the first single that I heard by Leeroy. It was sent over here by his one of his members of his team, Gil, who was over here in the room, who I've known for a long time. We'll talk about Gil in a little bit.
Hey, what's up, people? This is Leeroy Villa, and you're listening to KY.
Pelo rojo, negro es el traje, no usa filtro ni maquillaje. En la pierna tiene un tatuaje, mami, eso atrás se te ve salvaje. Qué guay, ma, cuando te pones de espalda, toda mojadita, por eso traje la toalla. Qué guay, ma, cuando te pones de espalda, toda mojadita. tocho, acción, la disco está llena, ya entramos en calor. Cuando ella llegó, todo se jodió. Sin la pasarela, ella se roba el show. Un shot, tocho, acción, la disco está llena, ya entramos en calor. Cuando ella llegó, todo se jodió. Sin la pasarela, ella se roba el show. Ay, mami, ya estoy ready para darte. Deja que la noche caiga. Qué guay, ma, cuando te pones de espalda. Toda mojadita, por eso traje la toalla. Qué guay, ma, cuando te pones de espalda. Toda mojadita, por eso traje la toalla. El pelo rojo, negro es el traje, no usa filtro ni maquillaje. En la pierna tiene un tatuaje, mami, eso atrás se te ve salvaje. Ay, mami, ya estoy ready para darte. Deja que la noche caiga. Qué guay, ma, cuando te pones de espalda. Toda mojadita, por eso traje la toalla. Qué guay, ma, cuando te pones de espalda. Toda mojadita, por eso traje la toalla. Qué guay, ma, cuando te pones de espalda. Toda mojadita, por eso traje la toalla. Qué guay, ma, cuando te pones de espalda. Toda mojadita, por eso traje la toalla.
Okay, that was KY. That's the first single that I heard by Leeroy, and I was hooked immediately. I knew the song was going to be a hit. I had Leeroy on my show, and that was the first song right before he performed at La Movida. Everybody who knows where La Movida is at, right here in Bakersfield. You know, he brought some of that Miami sun over here to Bakersfield. I mean, it's sunny over here in Bakersfield, but there's nothing like spring break in Miami. So when you hear that song, it feels like you're in Miami, right, bro?
Yes, sir. Miami vibe, of course.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, so let's talk about some of the things that you've been, some of the adventures that you've had, you know, going on this run since you came to California. I've been following you on your socials, and you've been suited up. I mean, it was during Grammy week. I mean, there was all kinds of stuff going on in Los Angeles, and I know you've been making the rounds, bro.
Yeah.
Let's talk about some of the experiences that you've had.
Well, bro, it's been like a beautiful journey for my career because I've done so many new things since I started coming to Bakersfield. For example, I went to the music awards like Premio Lo Nuestro for the first time, and that's because I have a team now, because I've been doing it by myself for so many years, and that never happened. Now that I have a team, I'm being able to go to different places. We are traveling like every week. Like we go into LA almost every day to do things over there. Like I just went to Colombia for the first time, and I didn't went just to visit my people, my family. I went there as an artist to perform over there. That was my first international show, and I've been meeting a lot of important people here. Like I never thought that I was gonna be like a movie actor. Now I'm working on 3 or how many movies? Like 2 or 3 movies right now. And in English. English is not my first language, so it's like a challenge for me because I've never been an actor. Plus, it's in English. And so for me to learn the lines and everything, it's like a challenge, but I enjoy the process, You
just got to be natural.
Natural. And the best thing is that they let me use my own name, so that make it more like...
Yeah. So it's going to be and starring Leeroy Villa as himself.
Exactly. And they let me do Spanglish. They said, oh, you know what? We want to put you in that movie because we love the person you are. So be you. I like your character, so you're going to play you. I was like, oh, that makes it even more easier. So for me, I've been, enjoying the process. Sometimes there's a lot of work because at the same time we're doing the movies. We're traveling everywhere. We're doing some like 2 or 3 shows a week. And I almost don't have like time to sit down and practice. But, I try to make it like to look easier than it is. But, you have to enjoy the process. And that's the way honestly, my team they make it more like easier for me. I don't have to worry about a lot of things that I used to when I was by myself. Now I have like 5 people in my team, and each one of them they do something to help. And I think that's it. That's the key.
Yeah, no, most definitely. You're talking about teamwork, teamwork that makes the dream work. You know, you gotta have the people that you trust around you to make sure that they're overseeing. Just they're the eyes behind your back. To make sure that everything's being cool, so the artist can be the artist,
right?
And they feel safe and they feel trusted.
Yes, sir.
And like I said, I mentioned Gil. I don't know if can we get Gil up to the mic over here?
Yes. How you guys doing? It's your boy Gil right here.
Oh man, look at that. Well, you want my job now? So Gil, you gotta kind of bring me into this and kind of give me a little intro. So we've had Leeroy has told us a little bit about his backstory and about his music and everything like that. But he's been crediting his team for helping him a lot. Now you and I have our own history together. We kind of came up in the Bakersfield music scene, but now you're heading into some other territory here. Okay, so what made you kind of pivot into this world of I don't know, hip hop, reggaeton, world beat music? What's happening?
Well, look, back in the days, I was working with a few artists. I want to say about 10 years ago, and unfortunately, that portion of the hip hop scenery was a jerk movement, and I had a couple of artists that I was working with. One by the name of, I won't say her name, but let's just know that I was working with that person, and unfortunately, it went south. Although I took her to Def Jam and literally got her signed with Max Goose out there and Livio Harris. They all were behind it, and it got sour taste in my mouth. So what I thought about the industry, I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna go ahead and veer off to something else and started doing businesses. So right now I have some small businesses, but then just recently, fast forward, I was in Miami and I ran into Leeroy Villa. And actually, Leeroy was my Uber driver, believe it or not. Absolutely. I was sitting in the front seat and Mike was sitting in the back, and I looked over to the left, sort of like how you said, when they look at you, they already automatically think you're an artist or a singer or something. Well, that actually happened to me. I looked out over and I said, you know what? Are you an artist, bro? And he goes, yeah, I'm actually a singer. And I said, oh, okay. He wasn't playing no music. He wasn't even really conversating. He was just doing his job, right? And he was taking us back to the Miami airport to get back to LAX. And I was just out there on vacation. And God works in mysterious ways. So when I looked at him and I thought of that, I said that. He said, yes, I do. He started showing me his music. And I said, wow. I was amazed. Because not only did he have the look, but he had the talent, and he was very educated. At the time, he was telling me that he went to the House of Hits, which is a big recording studio out there in Miami. So I was like, you know what, man, check it out. I'm going to get you out to California. And he looked at me like, yeah, okay, whatever. Because he's been hit on all the time. Out there with other people to invest in him, to do this and do that. But unfortunately, things don't always go out the way we plan, right? So what happened was I get back to California, called Leeroy up. He didn't answer my phone calls for 2 weeks. So I couldn't even get a hold of him. I was like, what's going on?
He's working.
Yeah.
Pay the bills, bro.
Yeah, that's what he was saying. Yeah,
I'm driving.
Definitely. He was working, going to school, whatnot, but he can tell you that side of the story, because it was like, us men, trying to actually talk to a female. I was like, bro, I can't talk to this guy. It kind of felt that way. And I'm like, wait a minute. This ain't right. This ain't supposed to happen that way.
I think like you said, if he's getting asked, they say, hey man, I'm gonna invest in you. He might have heard that story many times, right, Leeroy? Yeah. You hear that and you get kind of like, it's not that you don't want to, like, oh sure, bro, listen, I know your heart's in the right place, but you don't want to get all.
Yeah, it's a lot of people telling me the same thing almost every day, because
they're pitching something to you.
Right, I'm playing my music all the time in the car. And there's a lot of people with money in Miami, but so many people talk, but they don't do anything. And I was tired of listening the same thing like every day. So when he came to me like, hey, you know what? I got so many connections over there. I'm going to take you there. I was like, see, okay. Yeah. Nice.
But first I got you. Hey, I need you to deliver this package. What?
Yeah.
Hey, what you get me into? What you get me into? No, I'm just playing.
So I'm gonna keep it real, man. I automatically thought maybe something happened to where, okay, maybe he's just not gonna come on board. Yeah. So long story short, got a hold of him. He literally said, you know what, bro, I'm busy right now. And I'm like, all right, well, you think you can call me like in 2 minutes? And he's like, I'll see what I can do. Well, he did. He called me back in 2 minutes. He said, okay, what's the deal? I said, look, bro, give me your information. Let me get you your flight and I'll get you out here. And he, out of a limb, God just put in his heart, you know what, let me send him my information. He sent me his information. I got his ticket the very next day. So I didn't know his schedule. I just booked it for tomorrow.
Yeah.
Got him on the flight, got him down here, and the rest is history.
Right on, man. No, that's excellent. Okay, so fast forward to where we're at today. So, like, I asked him some of the adventures that he's had in California, going to the Premio Los Nuestros and all that stuff. I mean, he's already got some singles out. He's been getting radio play. I mean, you follow that on social network, and I've been seeing he's performing some places. I saw that he was he's been taking pictures with some celebs. He's kind of where he's supposed to be right now in this young part of his career. So what are some of the plans that you guys got going on? You tell me, Gil.
Absolutely.
What plans do you got for Leeroy?
Well, I'm going to be honest with you. It takes a big team, a hard, dedicated team. You got Louis out there. You got Cesar Malta. You got Mike Rios. Obviously, these individuals right here are caring a lot about this young man. This young man's not only out there to perform, but he makes it easy, or makes our job easy, you know? So to fast forward to what you're talking about, we have so much in the makings. We got the American Music Awards, the Latin American Music, am I saying that right?
The Latin Grammys?
The Latin Music Awards. A Latin American Music Awards.
Okay.
There it is.
Right.
Come on, the Latin American Music Awards. That's going down in Vegas. So Leeroy's going to be out there and commingling amongst the other artists himself. But we just came back from Premios, which was big. And then he got to meet one of his artists, one of his idols.
Yeah.
Artist, that is. So I'm really excited for this young cat because a lot of people gravitate to him automatically. So when they look at you, they're like, wait a minute, who is this guy? And that's exactly how your artist, who was the artist that you got to see?
Don Omar.
Don Omar. Oh, yeah.
Yes.
Oh,
So,
yeah. That's
Dale.
big.
Dale, come
I
on,
saw
baby.
that picture.
Dale,
I saw that
Dale.
picture.
Oh, you saw it?
I saw you guys took a picture.
Bro,
Yeah.
When I
Yes.
saw Don Omar for the first time, I was like, is that really you?
Yeah.
And you know what? Actually, because I use braids. And
Yeah.
I'm negrito too, So Don Omar, it was just
Chocolate.
Chocolate. Canela pasión. So I didn't know that that Don Omar was there. I was just walking on the red carpet, and then I saw someone, they were interviewing Don Omar because he got the awards, like the icon.
Yes.
What's the
Premios.
Premios. Yeah. So he got the icon awards and stuff. So
Because he's a legend.
he's a legend.
He's one of the legends.
He deserved the award. So finally, it was like time for him to receive that award. So I was on the red carpet, walking around, and I saw Don Omar, so talking to people, to the interviewers. And I just decided to stay there and see Don Omar because that was the one and only opportunity to me to see Don Omar for the first time, because when you think about reggaeton, you only two people come to your mind, like Daddy Yankee and then Don Omar, right?
Yeah.
So and then the rest.
Yeah.
For me, that's the way I see it. Daddy Yankee, Don Omar, and then the rest. And then
No, you go Daddy Yankee, Don Omar, Leeroy Villa.
Oh,
There you go. Oh. See, I'm putting it out there. I'm putting it out there in the
Thank
universe,
you.
baby. Come on.
Yes.
Okay.
Thank you. So when Don Omar saw me, because I didn't want to interrupt, but I just was standing there and seeing like the way he was, interacting to people, and then like, ¿qué está pasando aquí?
Yeah.
Brother, don't leave. I got you. Like I was like, no, I'm not going anywhere. I stay
Yeah.
here. So after he finished with the interview, he came to me and said like, bro, like, are you a singer too, right? I said, yes. And I'm singer thanks to you, thanks to lead the way for us to be singer today.
Yes.
And he said like, bro, no te quites, never give up. You're gonna make it, just trust yourself. And I was like, for me, that was like a energy shot, like, come on, man.
Boost.
A boost.
Yes.
You can do it, bro. If no one could, I can do it too, So, and
Yeah,
since
man.
that day, I decided to work harder than ever.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Heck yeah, man. That's amazing. I love these stories. Very
But you know
inspirational.
what? That video, bro, like opened so many doors for me in my career. I feel like after that video, everything like start like coming. People, hey Leeroy, hey over there. They call Gil all the time. They call Cesar. If they can't reach out to Cesar, they call
Louis.
they call Louis. Louis went to Colombia with me,
Oh,
and
yeah.
the people over there like, hey bro, like I went to Colombia for the first time as a singer. and they were people over there like, hey, are you doing that, bro? For us, you are like a big star already. I was, no, I'm not a star yet. I'm still working. No, bro, but the things that you're doing over there, you're traveling all the time. You met Don Omar, you in the music awards, but all these things. I was like, whoa, that's a lot. But thank you that you feel that way. But I'm here to work just like you. You know what? Let's work. Let's do something for me. Like for me, you are big because I'm not from here. You are here, and I wanna be here in Colombia. So. It's crazy how people over there, maybe for us, maybe because we are used to it, to do the job every day, we see it like something normal, but people in other countries,
their interpretation of it is a lot different for sure.
It's a lot different. And I was like, wow, people really, they like what we're doing. They love it. So
and people look up to you, man. I mean, it's like you're talking about like you were looking up to Don Omar. Don Omar's like, man, listen, I was just a country boy doing my thing.
Right.
You know, I'm on the island, or where's Don Omar? Where's Don Omar from? Is
Puerto Rico?
He's from Puerto Rico. Okay, so like you got like artists like him, Tego Calderon,
Yes.
And so they're always felt that, hey man, we're just out here in the country,
right?
What they call them, the Jibaros.
Yeah,
so I have Puerto Rican friends. Yeah, like they look down on us because we're out there in the country, man. We're out there in in the jungle,
Right.
But it's like we're the ones who are bringing the music to the rest of the world, so you got to give us some respect.
Yes, no,
you know
and
I
do.
Yes.
I do. When that's the first thing I told him, bro.
But young people see themselves in you, like
That's
you saw yourself in Don Omar.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying?
Well, that feels great, But anyway, I'm just getting started.
Yeah, I know.
Ready to work.
But it moves fast, bro.
Moves fast.
That's the thing is like next thing you know, you're gonna be making it happen, and then you're gonna be paying it forward because that's the way it works. That's the way life works.
Exactly. So I went to Medellin, and people like, oh, bro, let's make some music. I want to come to the studio, and you know what? It's crazy because that's me. Like. Maybe I want to record with Don Omar. I want to do something with Daddy Yankee, all those big artists,
Becky G,
and just the fact that just the fact when I went to Colombia, they were asking me to collab. I was like, wait, what? You want to collab with me? It's because that means something.
Yeah.
Like, okay, I have to be doing something good because they want to collab with me.
Yeah.
And I was like, yeah, let's go, let's do it. Next day we were in the studio recording.
That's amazing, man.
So
I love it.
This has been great.
Yeah.
I mean, he'll be on Telemundo next week.
Sweet.
We got other TV shows that he'll be on. He just got on Famosos. He was on there 2 days ago. And yeah, I mean, his artistry work right now, it all comes to that. Just boiling down to work.
Yeah.
Put your ear to the grind, and you're just out there just really swinging the bat and praying that something happens. But we do make it look somewhat easy, but it's not.
It's a lot of work.
Yeah.
I know, so we got to respect the hustle.
Yes. If it was that easy, I think everyone would be artists.
Yeah.
Right.
Oh, absolutely.
Right.
So everybody out there listening, if you're listening to the live broadcast right now, you know that we only get to share a portion of our interview. But if you go to the Real Talk podcast on Spotify, Apple Music, Pandora, iHeart, everything, you can hear the full interview, and I'll even throw some additional music in there. You heard the first single, Que Guay, but you have a new single.
Yes, sir.
New single. Why don't you go and introduce that, and we're gonna play it for the listeners right now.
Well, this is your boy Leeroy, and you're listening to El Pecado. Let's go.
Leeroy, baby. Eres el pecado que quiero cometer. Como una botella yo te voy a beber. Es que conocerte no es cuestión de suerte. Me incitas a pecar cuando invitas a quedarme. De ti yo no quiero soltarme. Y una vez y otra vez vuelvo y caigo y no puedo aguantarme. Me incitas a pecar cuando invitas a quedarme. De ti yo no quiero soltarme. Y una vez y otra vez vuelvo y caigo y no puedo aguantarme. No sé qué me da cuando no te veo. Lo nuestro es una aventura como Romeo. La cama la tienes a dieta, yo ni te creo. Pero al amor no le contesta, solo está puesta para el perreo. No sé qué me da cuando no te veo. Lo nuestro es una aventura como Romeo. La cama la tienes a dieta, yo ni te creo. Pero al amor no le contesta, solo está puesta para el perreo. Yo no aguanto cuando veo que estás llamando. Y tus deseos dicen que ya estás llegando. Me incitas a pecar cuando invitas a quedarme. De ti yo no quiero soltarme. Y una vez y otra vez vuelvo y caigo y no puedo aguantarme. Me incitas a pecar cuando invitas a quedarme. De ti yo no quiero soltarte, nena, tú eres arte. Siempre que te veo me dan ganas de probarte. Y si no te tengo, nena, empiezo a imaginarte. Y si tú me dices, ya mismo paso a buscarte. Visitas a pecar cuando invitas a quedarme. De ti yo no quiero soltarme. Y una vez y otra vez vuelvo y caigo y no puedo aguantarme. Visitas a pecar cuando invitas a quedarme. De ti yo no quiero soltarme. Y una vez y otra vez vuelvo y caigo y no puedo aguantarme. Visitas a pecar cuando invitas a quedarme. De ti yo no quiero soltarme. Y una vez y otra vez vuelvo y caigo y no puedo aguantarme. Leeroy, baby.
Okay, you heard it right there. El Pecado, another anthem straight out of the voice of Leeroy Villa. El Más Duro, man. Man, check this out. Okay, so we want everybody to go out there. If you enjoyed our interview, which I hope it inspired you, you know, Leeroy Villa is a story that I'm sure that a lot of people out there can relate to. You know, he just has a dream. He's out there hustling. You know, he got discovered while on the job. He's a working man. You know, the Lord loves a working man. So God put you in the place you're supposed to be. Now, let's talk about where if people want to find out more about Leeroy Villa, what's the best place to find out about you?
Well, you can find me everywhere, like Leeroy Villa, at Leeroy Villa. You know, remember my name has two E's. Leeroy.
Yes.
Villa. Villa. And actually, you can find my music. You're going to find it on my profile. It's the link, which is leroyvilla.net. You can download all my music over there. You can buy merch. You can know a little bit more about me, like my bio, places I'm going to be. You can find all those little details over there. If you can just look for me, leroyvilla.net or at Leeroy Villa everywhere. If you go to that link, it's connected to my rest social media, like Spotify, iTunes, YouTube, everywhere, TikTok. If you just put on Google like leroyvilla.net, you will find.
I can't think of better tunes to add to your spring and summertime playlist. If it's spring break, just wait till you get to summer. You need to get the girls dancing by the pool. You put on some. So hold on, everybody, y'all, shut up. I'm gonna put some on for you right now. Put on El Pecado, que guay. You can put it on Leeroy Villa on repeat the whole song. So when you go to the podcast, in the podcast information box, I'm going to hyperlink it all. So you can't say, I don't know where to find him. I'm going to put it on there. All you have to do is click on Leeroy Villa's name. It's going to take you to his website, to his socials, everything like that. Man, you have any shout outs?
Oh, please, I want to say hi to my family. They probably not going to understand, but hi, I want to say hi to my family.
Talk to him in Spanish.
En Spanish. Hey, bueno, primero que todo quiero decirle a mi familia que estoy aquí gracias a ellos, que estoy luchando por ofrecerles una mejor vida a todos ellos, que los amo mucho. Gracias por estar siempre ahí conmigo, por el apoyo. Saludito muy especial a mi tía Claudia, a mi abuelo, a mi abuela, a mi mamá Laura, que también está viéndome ya en el trabajo. Los amo mucho. Pronto voy a estar allá con ustedes y que quiero decirles que ustedes son mi inspiración y mi motor hacia adelante. Gracias. Los amo a todos.
Talk to Shakira in Spanish that you want to collaborate with her.
Shakira, mamacita, la reina. Shakira, mira, sabes que nosotros somos de la misma ciudad. Para mí sería un placer poder colaborar contigo en el futuro. Y aquí estamos, llámame o yo te llamo, déjame tu número y nos comunicamos y tengo algo bien chévere que yo sé que te va a gustar. Así que, Shaki, no te olvides, estamos activos.
There you go. Once again, I want to thank Leeroy Villa.
No,
Go check out all his music, man. Thank you so much for stopping by. We're very lucky to have you visiting Bakersfield during spring break of all time. He could have been anywhere else on the planet, any white sand beach, looking at all the chiquitas shaking it to his music. But he says, you know what? I gotta work. The girls can wait. Not too much. Not too long. Not too long. I'll be there.
They can stay too. We
keep the beach warm.
Yes. Well, we actually got some events out here that's going to be happening.
All right.
Yes,
Talk to me.
We don't really want to give too much,
Okay.
but in July we're going to have a big show out here. But we actually have a show on the 18th that Leeroy is going to be performing at. It's the big mansion party. It's the giant mansion party. We'll send you that link so you guys can check it out.
What date is that?
It's the Miami Vibe.
That's in July?
Vibes. That's actually next week. On the April 18th.
April 18th.
And then July 27th, which is a Saturday, we're going to be throwing a huge reggaeton thing out here. I mean, and stay tuned for that.
Yeah, so you just got to follow Leeroy's socials to make
Correct.
sure that you do not lose any of those days.
Yeah, we want all you guys to come on board. I mean, we welcome everyone. Even if you're not a reggaeton head, come on board and check it out and have a good time. I mean,
you gotta love. If you love good music, you want to be around good-looking people. You've got to be there, right? You don't want to be around with ugly people.
No.
Get over there.
Yes.
All right, I want to thank Leeroy Villagil and the whole crew for stopping by the station. Good luck, my brother.
Thank you so much for inviting, bro. We'll be here. It's always a pleasure to talk to you and be on your show.
Absolutely.
Cayó la noche y con la amiga ella se va. Saco a pasear la maldad, los nenes no le interesa. Se suelta el pelo y pa' lo oscuro ella se va. Prende algo que va a quemar y con la amiga se besa. Ella baila sola, pa' lo malo se presta. El party se prende y pa' el perreo está puesta. Ella baila sola, pa' lo malo se presta. El party se prende y pa' el perreo está puesta. Ella anda suelta, no tiene collares, no la amarren. Le sobra el piquete, no le bajen. Tiene un lindo cuerpo, demasiado cabrón, ni la comparen. Se sube en el sport y se le empañan los cristales. Ella anda suelta, no tiene grillete. Sin ser stripper, le lleven los de cienes. Anote media cancha, como el LeBron. No es beisbolista, pero te mete un honrón. Ella anda suelta, solita, caliente el ambiente. Cuando ella llega, la presión se siente. Con ese tumbao me pone caliente. Ella baila sola, pa' lo malo se presta. El party se prende y pa' el perreo está puesta. Ella baila sola, pa' lo malo se presta. El party se prende y pa' el perreo está puesta. Cayó la noche y con la amiga ella se va. Saco a pasear la maldad, los nenes no le interesa. Suelta el pelo y pa' lo oscuro ella se va. Prende algo que va a quemar y con la amiga se besa. Ella baila sola, pa' lo malo se presta. El party se prende y pa' el perreo está puesta. Ella baila sola, pa' lo malo se presta. El party se prende y pa' el perreo está puesta.
The Baco Tunes podcast with Matt Munoz. New episodes every week. And for the latest, be sure to follow us at Baco Tunes on Instagram. That's BAKOTUNES. And be sure to like us, rate us, comment at us, and don't forget to subscribe. We'll be back next time.